Let me be honest with you. Most people don't win because they never learned to lead themselves. Not because they're not smart, not because they're not capable, but because they never decide to go all in. But if you're here listening to this, then you're already different. You're ready to break through. And I believe God didn't let you get this far just to be average. You're still here. That means there's purpose. You've survived things you've never thought you'd overcome. Now you're in a position to change everything, your income, your health, your family's future, through one of the most powerful industries in this country, which is workers' compensation. I've been building inside Excellium HR with one mission in mind: to create elite operators who lead from the front. Not people who punch a clock, not people who need reminders, leaders. And that begins with one war: you versus you. You say you want more income, you say you want to lead, you say you want to dominate, but are your actions aligned with that version of yourself? If not, that's where the change begins, because no one's coming to save you. And the only way to become undeniable is to become obsessed with doing what others won't. The inner war. Every day you wake up, you face one of two paths. Do you repeat who you were yesterday, or do you reinvent who you're becoming? The inner war isn't something you win once. You win it daily, in the gym, in your mind, in your sales calls, in your habits. If you don't lead yourself in those small moments, you'll never lead in the big ones. Standards over feelings. You're not here to live by emotion. You're here to live by standard. You want to be a top producer in this workers' comp game? You want clients to trust you with their people on their payroll? Then show them what discipline looks like in your words, in your presence, in your posture. You don't lead people by faking confidence. You lead by becoming the type of person that makes others say, I don't know what it is about them, but I trust them. That's moral authority. And that's what we build here at Excelling. 90-day lock-in. If you're serious about becoming elite, here's your challenge. Lock in for 90 days. Wake up early, train daily, eat clean, study the industry, make calls like your life depends on it, follow up like it's your name on the line. Don't just meet a quota, set the pace. Why? Because discipline is contagious. And when your team sees your fire, it lights theirs. That's how culture is built. Look, the world doesn't need more managers. It needs examples. You want to lead a sales team? You want to have influence? Start by leading yourself so relentlessly that your clients, your peers, your family feel the shift. I've learned something powerful over the years. When you respect yourself, you start caring about others differently. You start pouring more into your clients. You become sharper in conversation. You become more intentional in everything you do. And that makes you undeniable. You don't need more tools. You don't need another CRM. You are the weapon. What you need is internal clarity, conviction, consistency. Look, take a look at your calendar. If I study your week, would I be able to tell what your goals are? Do you study workers' comp trends? Do you review objections? Do you ask for referrals? Do you coach your mindset? That's the difference between someone who sells coverage and someone who transforms companies. I want to remind you of something that most people forget. God didn't bring you this far just to survive. You've been protected. You've been guided. You've been handed opportunities many never get. So now the question is, what are you going to do with it? Let that gratitude fuel your grind. Let that clarity destroy your comfort. And let that belief become your baseline. You're not just a workers' comp consultant. You're not just a sales rep. You're the example. You're the standard. You're the reason someone else will believe it's possible. And I promise you, when you go all in on this version of yourself, everything changes. Your income, your energy, your relationships, your legacy. And that's what the industry looks at. And when the industry looks at Excellium HR, they're not just going to see another company. They're going to see a culture of elite leadership built by people who take this seriously. You want to be remembered? Be the one who outworked everyone, outcared everyone, outlasted everyone. Don't be someone who just showed up. Be someone who lit up the room, who made people better just by being there. You versus you. That's the war. Win it daily, relentlessly, with honor. Let's get it. Hit the follow button and leave your comment. Follow me at Mauricio Paz. Click the link below.